never would have happened. We actually have some internal documents from the Department of Corrections where they were registering their concerns with DSHS and with the Superior Court judge that approved some of this. And the fact that that got through just means that this process is completely run amok.
In speaking with the residents, I mean, you're the mayor for Tenino. I understand this is unincorporated Thurston County still. What are some of your concerns, and what are the concerns that you're hearing from people?
I think we're going to be able to stop this place because it was very poorly planned. The septic wasn't designed for it. It's not on a commercial water system. It's next to some things that it shouldn't be. So now that people are really looking at it, they're going to realize that this is a horrible idea. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. The rest of the state needs to realize that these considerations and these places are being considered for every community. So there's this fair play doctrine that comes into place where the 215 or so residents on McNeil Island, the offenders on McNeil Island, they're going to be, as they're allowed by judges, they're allowed to be released. They're going to be placed in communities all over the state. And, you know, thankfully we have legislators that are looking to tighten the process and how those are placed. Because there needs to be local communication, there needs to be local input on where they go.
I understand there's about 5 folks to be housed at this facility. Can you talk to the level of violent offenders that they might be?
They don't tell us exactly who they are. When they get released from McNeil Island, there's a notice that goes out through the sheriff's department. But we're not there yet, so we don't know who they are. But you don't end up on McNeil Island unless there's a real problem.
I mean, you were part of the letter being delivered to the governor. Have you heard from them at all? What is the end goal here tonight?
There's a really strong grassroots movement from the neighbors and from other concerned citizens. Tonight they delivered a petition with somewhere around 3,000 signatures to the governor's office.
As a mayor, do you agree with this facility being put up?
I understand. Everybody says they have to go somewhere. They have to live somewhere. And I understand that. They exist. But there needs to be a better process that ensures that this is done safely and that this is done responsibly. And clearly that is not the case right now.
If this facility does have to stand, what would some of the measures that have to be taken, in your point of view, for you and the rest of the community, neighbors, children, to feel safe?
Well, there's already rules and requirements that are in place, such as camera systems, fences, and things like that. And just driving by the place right now, you know that those things have not been done. So we have questions about the accountability and the oversight, and then we really need to review what those security measures are if these places are going to exist. And the proximity to things. They shouldn't be near playgrounds. They shouldn't be near schools. They shouldn't be near camps and day camps and summer camps.
Opening day is February 1st.
Opening day was February 1st. A cease and desist letter was sent from the county commissioners to Supreme Living saying that they could not move these folks in until a few things were figured out and discussed. There are a lot of health concerns. It's a 3-bedroom septic, and they intend to put 5 individuals in there, and then there'd be another 2 to 3 monitors in there with them. So the septic can't hold it, and that's an issue. It's right next to a waterway. It needs to be on a commercial water system, so they have a residential exempt well, and that's not designed for this type of commercial use. And then there's food service and food safety concerns. If you're serving food to people, you need to have a commercial kitchen. It's got to be inspected by the Department of Health. So those things are being worked out at the county level, while at the state level they're looking at kind of revamping the rules for how these LRAs are put into our communities.
Did they have to go through DOH at all? Is there a permit that needs to be, or a license that needs to be approved, and has that been done?
The licensing questions are really interesting. According to the county commissioners and their purview over like land use, because it's under 6 people in this residence, there's no real zoning or permitting requirements for it. So they've found a way to kind of sneak through the wire.
Anything else you want to share with us that I haven't asked or touched on that you feel is important to share? With the
I would
residents?
recommend interviewing Commissioner Mejia. She's the chair of the county commission. She's right behind you, and she's led the charge at the county level.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you. Nice to meet you. Well, let me correct that. And I'm like,
I'm Sarah. It was nice to meet you. You guys made it.
So what did you just see a few minutes ago?
What's that?
What did you describe?
A few minutes ago, we saw a lot of angry and concerned citizens march into the governor's office and present a petition with over 3,000 signatures asking the governor to take a harder look at the way things are being done.
And what do you have to say about how things were handled?
I don't want to get in there interview. It is absolutely apparent that the process in this whole fiasco it is subpar. So we're asking that the brakes be put on this, and that better consideration be given to where these offenders are placed, how they're watched, the requirements of the employees and the training of the employees. This whole thing just needs to be revamped and rethought.
And why did you want to come out today?
It's got Tenino's name on it.
For sure. And have you been out to the playground?
I have not yet been out to the playground. I've been following the pictures. I've been by the property. Friends of mine built it, and their name's attached to it too, which is it's unfortunate. The whole thing is unfortunate.
Is there anything else that you would like to say about the property or the situation or today?
Today's been great. I think I'm real proud of the way that people have pulled together. Tenino has a very good history of pulling together and fighting when they need to. And, it's been good to see everybody really pull it off.
Awesome. Thanks, Wayne.
All right, thanks, Sharon.